Okay, and welcome to the Afternoons with Pastor Paul show. It's me, Dog Announcer. Happy to be here with you guys today on this beautiful Tuesday, the 8th of September. So, are you guys ready for the show today? If you're ready, why don't we all say ready, or as I like to say it, woof woof. Okay, everybody. All right, without further ado, here is your host. It is Pastor Paul. Hey, what's up, guys? Where is that applause at? Oh, there it is. There it is. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show. We have a really good show for you guys today. This is our third week now doing the Afternoons with Pastor Paul show. And I got some feedback from one of our viewers out there, and they said if they could only watch one show, this would be the show that they would watch every day. And so, you know, I take that not lightly. I don't take that lightly. When I was a young man, a young boy, dreaming about the day I would host this show, I always knew when I got there, I wouldn't let it get to my head. Okay, and so just know I'm one of you guys. I'm just a humble guy. You might think I'm like some kind of superstar. I'm just a regular guy. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. Okay, and so anyway, I just want to thank you guys for coming out to the show today, for being here with me. Let's give a round of applause for Dog Announcer. He's putting in some work every week. Yes, thank you, Dog Announcer. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about truth in advertising, because this week, let me producers, could you guys hand over the thing? Let me grab it over here from the producers. And so I was eating a snack. I don't know if you guys have ever eaten these before. They're called Wisps. Okay, Wisps bacon barbecue cheese crisps, and I do like these. I'm on a keto diet, so I can't have many carbs, and there's 2 grams of carbs per serving, so that's pretty good for my diet. Fat is okay on my diet for the most part. Anyway, I want to talk about truth in advertising, because why I do like these guys. These are good. It says right here, bacon barbecue, and I was just eating this. I was like, you know what, guys, let's just be honest about the things that we make and whatever we're gonna call it, because there's no bacon in here, not even a little bit. Let's look at this. Can you see that right there? I don't know if we can get a focus, a close in on that, cameraman. Can you do that? He's saying this is the best they're gonna do, right there, kind of. See, there's no bacon, no bacon at all. And so, hey guys over at Wisps, I love to keep sponsoring your products, but I don't want to lie to my viewers, and so let's just call it what it is. These are mildly tomatoey onion smoke wisps, and if you just put that on there, like mildly tomatoey smoky onion wisps, I'm gonna still buy them, and I think my viewers will still buy them too. Okay, guys? So no pressure to call something what it's not. Just be who you are. Stay true to yourself, Wisps. Okay. I want to talk about another one. I was eating some buffalo wings. You guys probably know where I'm going with this, right? I was eating those buffalo wings, and there's no buffalo in buffalo wings. They're not made out of buffalo. They're made out of chicken. And I think we should just call them what they are. They're kind of spicy, tangy chicken wings. Okay? And so chicken wings, just be who you are, okay? You don't have to try to be a buffalo. I know buffaloes are bigger than chickens, and we always want to be bigger and better than what we are. But hey, just be who you are. All right, and that's all I wanted to say today, guys, about truth in advertising. Let's just be truthful. Let's be honest, and just be who you are. Be who God created you to be. Amen. Amen. All right, guys, we have a wonderful guest for the show today. Um, it is a female. So far we have had Sophie Cho the first week. Second week, last week, we had Gabriel Yip. That was a very interesting time. He's a very interesting guest. And then today we have another female. You're going to see who she is in just a second here. But before that, producers, who do we have at the show today? Can you let me know? Okay, they're handing me the... Thank you for that. Who do we have here? All right, we have Mr. Ben Kim. So welcome to Ben. We have a Jason. We have a Matthew. We have a Noah. We have an Ashley. We have an Ein. We have an Aaron and a Susie and a Yetchan. And so welcome to the show, everybody. Let's give a round of applause for our audience members today. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thank you. I know you came a long way, but you made it to the show, and so I always think when you guys, I'm so thankful when you guys come down to the show. All right. So without further ado, let me get over to my desk, guys. I'm spending too much time out here. Oh, and producers are letting me know we have one more person. Justin, Ryan, welcome. All right, follow me to my desk, guys. Let's go over there. All right, so here we are in the studio, back at it. It's a bit cloudy, not cloudy, but kind of hazy out there today. Just praying for those people with the wildfires. Keep them in our prayers. It's they're getting better, but still there's a lot of fire and there's a lot of destruction going on. There's even some people who are in danger today, and so let's be keeping them in our prayers. And not forgetting about our neighbors who are affected by the wildfires. I mean, at worst, we're affected with the smoke, but they're actually losing their homes and things like that. And so let's do our best to keep them in our prayers. But all right, guys, are you guys ready for today's guest? If you're ready, let's give a round of applause, even though I haven't said who it is yet. Yes, okay, so our guest for today, now she is a young lady who is a senior in high school. She goes to Santa Clara High School. Her name is Kristen Manakmol. All right, Kristen, let's see. Let's get her on the show here. Okay. Kristen, make sure your mic is ask the producers to make sure your mic is ready to go. All right, here we go. What's up, Kristen?
Guys, Pastor Paul, good night.
Good. Oh, well, welcome. It's not
Nighttime, right?
quite. Well, it is actually.
Oh, it's not nighttime?
Well,
Okay.
no, because this time we're in a different location. The show's kind of moving around. We've had some issues, some legal issues, and so we're kind of moving around. You know.
Yeah.
You know how that goes, right? So Kristen, how was the drive in today?
It's pretty nice, you know. It's sunny outside. It's sunny outside, right?
It is. It's kind of hazy though.
Yeah, a little hazy, but it's nice to get some breeze, to get some sunlight. You know, even though you can't see much outside.
Yes. You know, I've been walking a lot these days, and by the end of the day, my throat and my nose are really dry.
Oh, it's not very good.
What do you think about that?
Are you drinking some water? You know, getting some water in your nose too. That helps a lot.
Oh, how do you do that? I've never heard of that.
You just, you know, you could either use your hose or, you know, when you're taking a shower, you just like, you know, when you think about it, you can imagine it.
Okay, I can kind of imagine that. So should I like put my head back and then get the water in my nose, or do I like do it upside down?
It's more fun when you do it upside down, so I would
Oh,
suggest that. Yeah.
okay. I kind of don't have the best balance. I think I might
Oh,
fall.
that's not very good. Maybe
Yeah.
you might want to take some ballet classes online and then get that down, and then you could get some water up your nose.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm down to try that. I've been exercising. Have you heard of have you heard this? It's a really popular and amazing fitness program. It's called Orange Theory. Have you heard of that?
Mm. I've only heard of red theory and yellow theory.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of the mixture of the two. So it's red and yellow,
Oh.
and then it makes orange. So
Mm.
it's actually, if you think about it, it's even better because
Mm.
like it's a mixture, and then red and yellow, they're just kind of their own thing, you know?
Mm.
So it's
I
actually like the,
understand.
yeah, it's kind of the best one to possibly be doing. But I've been doing these exercises. I actually exercised this morning at 6 a.m. What do you think about that?
It's too early. You might want to try 4 a.m., maybe 3 a.m. Those might be better.
So that's
But I
early or
think
that's
6 a.m.
late?
is pretty good. Depends on what time you go to sleep, but I think it's a little later for me. You should
Okay.
try it out too. Yeah.
One time I did work out at 2 a.m.
Mm,
and then I kind of hurt myself. So
interest.
I'm kind of scared to do that again, you know?
Yeah. Trauma. You wouldn't want to do that again. 6 a.m. is pretty good then. Should
Yeah,
keep that then.
because basically I woke up at 5, like I couldn't go back to sleep. So I was like, okay, I might as well get up and do something. So I just exercised.
Mm,
Yeah, how about you? I hear that you've been really into fitness.
yeah. So what I do, I like to wake up at 6 p.m. That's pretty early for me. I walk outside, have a dog, and then we walk for maybe an hour, and then we
Hmm.
go back home and go to sleep.
Wow, what kind of
Yeah.
dog do you have?
It's like he's a Chihuahua Terrier mix.
Okay.
His name's Yoda because like the ears, pretty pointy. So
Okay.
that's our dog.
Let me ask a dog announcer what he thinks about
Mm-mm-mm.
that. Dog announcer. I think that's really wonderful, Pastor Paul. I think I used to have a friend who was a Chihuahua, and his name was
Mm.
Terry. And Terry would
Oh,
always eat my dog biscuits. But I think you have to learn to forgive, as Jesus teaches us. And
mm,
so I think that's really wonderful, Kristen.
I agree. I didn't know that dog announcer was a Christian, but I'm glad.
Yeah, actually, dog announcer is a Christian.
Mm,
Um, yeah, he's a Christian. So
we're glad.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Kristen, how's your school today, and how's school been going lately?
School today was pretty good. I had lit in the morning, and then we had culinary, and then lunch, and then econ. It's pretty easy for me. I only take 5 classes, so like half of the days I end at 11 a.m. The other half I end at 1 a.m. because we have like lunch in the middle. But for me, school's pretty easy, which I'm really relieved by since
That's
like
good.
the past 3 years have been not the best, but now this year is more relaxing.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
did you think about senior year being easy when you were like a freshman, sophomore? Did you think it would be like this? Are you a little surprised, or is this how you thought it might be?
I think now I'm surprised since like we're able to know junior year, like what do you want your senior year to look like? And like freshman year, sophomore year, I didn't have the mind to understand like what it would be like. But since like you kind of know in junior year, like what classes you're going to take, how long your schedule is going to be. So definitely not what I thought it was going to be, but I'm glad with what it is now.
Yeah. A lot of our viewers, they're on the younger side. They're a little more
Mm,
like on the junior high range. What might you like if you were to give one piece of advice or just an encouragement as they're heading into high school? Um, what might you say to them?
mm. Um, I would say don't stress too much. I think coming from middle school, you get a little anxious, and not only because there's so many people or because of all the classes that are challenging, But don't think too much about it, just kind of let down all your anxiety, whatever like burdens you might be feeling, and just like try your best to have fun. The challenge or the classes are going to be hard. I'm not going to be lying about that. They're pretty difficult. But as long as you keep your head up and you try your best, then you'll do okay.
Yeah, that's great. That's great advice. And on talking about hard classes, do you find that because like okay, like back in middle school, did you ever feel like you had a hard class?
Middle school, I all of my classes to me were pretty easy.
Hmm.
I didn't have to try too hard and I still got really good grades.
Hmm.
So, yeah, middle school was not too difficult for me, but once I went to high school, it was rocky.
Okay, so like as soon as you got to high school or like sophomore
Mm,
year.
Sophomore year is when, it hits.
Okay.
Freshman year, they kind of lay it on easy because they understand like you're starting out at a new school and you're getting used to stuff. So the classes are pretty easy. But once you go to sophomore year, that's when usually you take like honors if you want to take an AP and, other classes. And then it becomes like a balancing game of all the work and all that you have to do. So definitely once you get to sophomore year and from there it starts getting like harder.
Yeah.
And then senior year is like it's very easy, at least for now. It's only been a month, but
Hmm.
for now.
Yeah, thanks for that insight. I think for me, like think the way that I typically think about it and like how students experience high school is let's say like they did have some hard classes in junior high, like or they thought it was hard, like oh man, that was so hard. If this is hard now, I don't know how I'm ever gonna get through high school. What I find is like the difficulty level does increase, so it's kind of like it's on an incline, but what's also on an incline is your kind of your ability to handle it.
Mm,
Not to say like you get, well, I mean, you do get, a little more knowledgeable and that kind of thing, but I think it's just your ability to handle the difficulty also goes up. So it's kind of proportional, and it still feels really hard. I believe at some point in high school, either sophomore year or junior or both. But I do find that it's for the most part it kind of goes up proportionally.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You get used to it. It's when you like run a mile in school and the first lap is easy because you have like all that energy,
Hmm.
but as you like keep going on, you realize like, oh, this is actually pretty hard. But you know what it's like. You keep going, and then by the last lap, it's easy because it's the last one, and then you finish. So high school's kind of like that.
Yeah. It's great. Thanks for that insight. I think our younger viewers will really appreciate that. Um, and so, Kristen, the producers tell me here that you've been part of something called Ignite. It's a Christian club. Do you want to tell us a little bit, just like maybe like a small little snapshot of how you got into Ignite and just how you're thinking this year of Ignite is going to go?
Okay, so when I started high school, once you start at a new school, you want to have a nice foundation with like a Christian club because, God's important. You want to keep him your priority, even though, school's hard. So you want to make sure you have that on your campus, like a good community and good, like older brothers and sisters in Christ that you could like hold on to and like depend on. So my first year, I wanted to make sure I like found that community. So I would look out during the club meetings or the announcements, like when is Christian club meeting up? And I thought there was one, and there was one, but it took me until March to figure that out. So I was maybe like 8 months until I finally realized, like, oh, we do have a Christian club. But the way that they kind of organized it wasn't the greatest. It was like 5-minute meetings of the president talking, and then they would stop, and then you would just go back to lunch. So I was like, oh, this is kind of not what I was expecting. So I waited a bit more, and like it didn't get better, which I like struggled a lot with because I wanted to still have that community on campus because I was still kind of struggling with not having any Christian friends or stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure like if there's not already a club on campus, I'm gonna number one, try to like find the club that is there and try to fix it or try to improve it in some way. Or number two, I would make my own one. And number two, more it's difficult to do. So I wanted to exhaust the first option. So, sophomore year, going into it, the club was more active and, I would attend their meetings, but still not good. It was the same as freshman year. And by the middle of sophomore year, I was like, okay, it's going to be hard, but I'm going to try my best to make a club. And, we did the applications. We got denied. We got denied like the first month. And like I was struggling a little bit about that. And there was a lot of miscommunications with the student council and the people in charge of clubs. So we had to wait until I think May, and they finally like said like, okay, you're allowed to have a club. We can't tell you you don't like have the rights to have one. So finally, summer and then junior year, that was when we started it. And I had to contact a lot of people. I had to have a lot of faith in God, um, God, I don't know any people on this campus who are, diehard Christians who are willing to, come to these club meetings, willing to not only be in the club, but to lead it with me, which, on my own, it was hard, but having to look for other people was hard too. But, God worked. And there was like a team of 6 of us, and we had club meetings all throughout the school year every week, and we would read the Bible together, we would praise together, we would pray. And it's really different once you do that on your campus, because usually you have church and then you have school. School is where you do studies, it's where you talk to your friends, it's like all the secular stuff, and church is church. But once you like combine the two, it's really different, and it's like a different perspective that God gives you, because not only are you connecting with people that usually don't go to your church, but you're connecting with other people who also love God. And then number two, you get to kind of have a heart for your campus, because there's so many people who don't know Jesus, and I think you kind of desensitize when you go to school and you see people because it's just a routine thing. But once you connect, like, oh, these people are also children of God. These people don't know God, but they have the ability to if we speak up and we become more unashamed in our our worship, in the way that we serve God. And yeah, we just kept going with the Christian clubs. We had an outreach week, and we had like a football player come, which was pretty cool. But um, yeah, we had a lot of people too who would come to the meetings, or they would come to the rallies and the outreach week. And even though it wasn't a lot, but it was still something, it's a seed planted in their hearts. And even with quarantine, we've been meeting up, and now we're going to restart as the school year has, and just see what God has for us. We're trying to I think what we need to focus on is building up the next, year that's coming up, since we're all seniors. So just seeing who's willing to serve, who's willing to just trust in God with whatever He has once we're gone. Yeah. So that's kind of a long summary of what the club's like at my school.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. And you made me think of a few things like towards the end there. You said how you need to start focusing on basically raising up a whole new leadership, and that's also kind of where Mosaic is. Mosaic needs to get ready for a whole new leadership, because basically right now, as of today, all the leaders are seniors, and so it's going to be like a whole turnover by next year. So by this time next year, there'll be a whole different group of team leaders. And yeah, it's just what a wonderful and kind of epic journey that you had with Ignite. Going from uh, trying to join one, and it wasn't, they weren't being effective, to trying to start one and then being denied, and there was like some legal issue, or like kind of getting a lawyer involved with that. And what a epic journey, right? And speaking of epic journeys, uh that reminds me of Disney. you know there's a lot of epic
Mm-hmm.
journeys in Disney movies, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And so that's a
Yeah, like
perfect segue into our the game that we're going to play today. Do you like games?
I love games. I'm pretty if you didn't know, competitive.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll see how you
I
do,
think
Pastor
I think
Paul.
I've heard about that, but I heard you get second place all the time in Scribble. That's what I've heard.
That's very incorrect. I think you're kind of twisting the truth, but it's okay.
I mean, that's just the intel my producers gave me. Like, is that's
Mm,
correct, right, guys? Yeah, they're saying the percentage is like, yeah, I think you've won like once or something like that. They said. So,
okay.
but just keep at it. Just keep at it.
Yeah,
Never give
thank
up.
you.
Okay, so
I'll keep that
Kristen,
in mind.
we're
Mm,
gonna play a game. It's called 5 second summaries. Okay, and so what you're gonna need to do, the producers have sent you or they've shown you the Disney Disney movie generator, and so after what we're gonna do is we're gonna take turns describing the movie that you see. You'll have 5 seconds to describe the plot, and you can't use any words that are in the title. Okay,
mm,
but
makes
you'll have
sense.
5 seconds to do your description, and then we'll give like I don't know, like 15 seconds or so for the person to guess. 10 maybe, 10, 15. Okay, we'll see. Kind of play it by ear. Okay,
Mm.
are you ready to play, Kristen?
Are you ready to play?
I'm ready to play. So
Okay.
we're gonna introduce the game together. Okay, we're gonna have to say 5 second summaries, just like that. Okay, are you ready,
Mm,
Kristen?
yeah.
Okay, let's do it on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. five
5 second
second
summaries.
summaries.
Oh, wait, I did
Awesome.
10.
Oh,
We're good.
oh, okay. All right, so here we go, Kristen. Let's get the producers. Can we get that music going, guys? Okay, there we go. We got a little music going right now.
Good.
Okay, so you'll have to just, Kristen, you're gonna have to do your best with the 5 second. Maybe just use your own little timer. Okay.
Mm,
Okay. All right. Actually, that music, producers, are we okay with that music? Okay, they're telling me they're having some technical issues. We're gonna load up some other music now. Just give it a moment, Kristen. Sorry about that. We're
no
still
problem.
after 3 weeks. We're still kind of getting things under control here in the studio. You know what I mean?
Okay. Patience creates endurance, which
Yes,
creates other good stuff.
that's exactly right. Okay, we got our music going. Thanks, producers. Okay, here we go, Kristen. I'm gonna start, and then it'll be your turn. Okay, ready?
Yes, sir.
Set, go. Okay, orangutan, bear, boy.
Jungle Book.
Yeah,
My turn.
yes.
Um, Lightsabers.
Star Wars: A New Hope.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know the difference.
All right. Two robots. Garbage.
Wally. Garbage.
Yes.
The Rock. And a girl.
Moana.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Ocean really deep.
I mean Dory. Ocean really deep. Little Mermaid.
It's a
Can I
really
pass?
old. It's a really old movie.
Really old?
Yeah, you might not know it.
Probably not.
It's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that is.
Okay,
Sorry, sir.
that's okay.
I got the same movie. Oh, action figures. Cowboy.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Okay. Slumber Princess.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yes.
We love synonyms. Puppets. They sing.
Oh shoot! Puppets that sing.
Musical puppets.
Mm. Musical puppets.
Musical puppets.
Why can't my brain think of that? I don't know. What is it?
It's Muppets.
Oh, Muppets. Wow. I think I was
It's okay,
thinking like
Master
Disney Muppets. They don't. I don't know. I guess it is Disney. But anyway. All right. Keep getting some of the same ones. Keep going. Okay. Lost Little Orange.
Lost Orange?
Lost Little Orange.
Not Little Red Riding Hood. Orange? Nope. Pass.
It's Finding Nemo.
What? Why did
It's a
you?
Lost Little Orange.
Fish. Oh, superheroes last movie.
Superheroes what?
Last movie.
Okay, Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
All right.
I should have said Captain America dies. Go on.
Okay, scaring and laughing power.
Scaring and laughing power. Pass.
Come on, no, seriously?
What is it?
Come
What
on.
is it?
Come on.
Give me more clues.
Oh, okay, fine. Scary closet doors.
Oh, Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah, that's how they generate power.
You're thinking too big, my brain, Pastor said. Gotta have a little leeway. Oh, oh no. What is it? Never mind. I think I took longer than 5 seconds. It was High School Musical.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
I was gonna say high school, but
All right, we'll do one more each, okay? Fork, lobster, flounder.
Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good. Two brothers. Dad is pants.
Oh, Onward?
Mm.
Wow.
That was my best one.
Good job, Kristen. That was
Thank you.
wonderful.
Were you was a producer dog taking down points?
Let me ask. I don't know if you did. Dog announcer, did you do the points? Oh no, I'm so sorry, Pastor Paul. I didn't know I was supposed to be doing the points on that one. But if I had to go based off of my heart, I would say that Kristen did the best job today. And so good job, Kristen.
Thank you, thank you. Now I have 2 games, 1 in my book.
You did a wonderful job. I'm hearing from the producers that they say that bodes well for your Scribble playing. You know?
I'm thankful.
That'll help you to kind of, what's the word? Start to build some momentum on your next Scribble game. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
All right, Kristen. Well, good job on that game. That was actually our 3rd game that we've played on the show. We're trying to switch it up. The producers are just so creative. I think they've made all these games up off the top of their head. What do you think?
Pretty good. They're good.
Yeah.
I'm being honest, they're pretty good.
Well, producers, yeah, they didn't make them, but it's possible they also didn't make them. So you can interpret that however you want. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, Kristen, so what we're going to do right now to the viewers, our producers are going to be taking your questions. And so go ahead and write some questions you have for Kristen in the chat, and the producers are going to send them over to me, and I'm going to ask her these questions. Okay, so while we wait, I'll ask you some random questions, Kristen. What is your favorite drink? Favorite beverage?
My favorite drink? I don't think it's soda. It's not milk. So I would say juice.
Okay, what kind of juice?
Whatever is in the fridge. But usually I like like fruity, not just like orange, but like the mixes. You know? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think so. Like you mean like a mango pineapple thing or something like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Any brand preferences?
Brand? I only know one brand. Dole.
Dole.
Yeah. The little pineapple.
Yeah.
You know?
You might not want to do this, but I have it on good authority that there's some controversy regarding Dole.
Oh, I know.
You've heard about that?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Learned about it in history class.
There's also a lot of controversy surrounding Chiquita banana.
Chiquita?
That's like the main banana.
That's the brand?
Yeah. Chiquita.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right. So chat, you guys have some questions. The producers are ready for you guys. Actually, in the meantime, the producers wanted me to acknowledge some people that came in after the beginning of the show. And so who else do we have here? We have a Mr. Yule. And then we also have a, let's see, a Pastor Ray.
Ray.
And then we have a Michael Yip.
P. Ray Sun.
Yes, that is what?
What?
Oh, and then P. Ray's son, Michael. Yeah, Michael Yip.
Yeah,
That's right.
that would be correct.
And then we have a James here. So welcome, guys. Welcome to the show.
James Kim.
I would think so. I think so. Producers are
You
gonna.
would think, right?
They're going to confirm that. But we do have your
Good
first
job,
question,
Cindy.
Kristen. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, producers. What's the first question? Thank you. It is. Do you like pickles?
It depends on the pickle. If you like, McDonald's pickles or like Burger King when they put it in, I don't like those. But if it's like not as, there's like a taste to them that I don't really like. But
Yeah.
if it's like fresh pickles, then like those are good.
Okay.
And it's like kind of, I don't know how to describe the taste, but it's not good.
So do you like deli pickles?
Deli? Yeah, I could dig those.
Okay.
Those are good.
All right. That's a great question. That was from
That was an
James
awesome
Park, by
question.
the way.
Jaden Park?
James Park.
Oh, James Park. James,
Yes.
that was good.
Thanks, James. Thanks for joining, by the way. And then we have another question from a Susie Kim.
Susie.
Her question to you is, what's your favorite Bible verse?
Favorite Bible verse? I kind of don't have a favorite, because like there's so many verses and then I get like really excited about them and then I don't remember what verse they are. But right now, I think there was a verse in Psalms. Oh. It was from FNF. It was a Bible verse about, like maybe it's not FNF. Maybe it was a live stream or Zoom call. My brain doesn't work anymore. But it was about how God has us written on the palm of his hands, I think. I think Pastor Paul knows what I'm talking about, but I'll text you it later. Oh, yeah.
Yes. You mean you're gonna text Susie?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the producers will help you get that number. You can do that.
I already have it.
Oh, you
Sorry.
have that already. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. Our next question comes from Ashley Shin, and she's asking you, what is your favorite time of day?
Favorite time of day? Sorry, my dog's like going crazy. We can't do much.
That's okay.
I kind of like, it's bad. You shouldn't be up at like this time of night, but like the middle of the night, because it's quiet. It's been like pretty hot recently, but it's cool in the middle of the night, so it's nice, and my brain works faster, so that's a plus.
Yeah, I think as much as I have tried over the years, I just can't become a morning person. Like I've tried a good amount of times and it doesn't quite work. I would say so when I used to work for Pete's Coffee, before I got this talk show, because we all had to hustle and grind to get to where we are,
Grind.
Yeah, gotta be on that grind.
Coffee.
I also grind with the coffee, so it kind of works on two levels, I used to have to get up sometimes at 4 a.m. to go to work, and so in the beginning that was really hard, but then I did get used to it. But I would say I still like throughout that whole time doing that shift, like for like a year or two, I never could get up at 4 a.m. the other days of the week. So I would be like sleeping a little bit that night before work, and then I would take a nap during the day. And the other days I wake up at like 8 o'clock. Yeah. So I could never be a morning person.
What's his your driver?
Yeah, the driver.
Gabriel Yip last week he talked about him.
Yeah, Daniel.
Daniel Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Daniel Kim. I heard he wakes up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work.
Something like
Pretty
that.
Crazy.
Yeah. But I think he doesn't have like on the other days where he doesn't have to get up that early, he gets up.
Oh, okay.
Gets up later. Yeah. So he's also not exactly a morning person.
Yeah.
And I have it on good authority that he takes like 5 espresso shots to wake up, So
it's probably not healthy either.
Yeah.
We pray for him.
We have another question from another viewer. Justin Song asks, what is your dream to do and be?
What is my dream? Um, I've kind of withheld from a dream because usually God has something else in mind, but um like my goal in life, that's kind of not your question, but it kind of is just to like please God. That makes me happy. I want to please God, and um I like to make, like the adults in my life like proud of me, like even Pastor Paul, like I joke with him all the time, but I want to like make him proud, make my parents proud, make other older people who have impacted my life also proud. So that's kind of my goal.
Hmm,
I kind of avoided your question, but yeah.
I think that makes sense. It's an honest answer. Thank you for that. We have
Thank you.
another question. It is from a Miss Ein Yoon, and she's asking you, what's the funniest thing that's happened at church, either virtually or physically?
Funniest thing? There's a lot of, oh, okay. One of the funny things that like came to my mind, there's this kid, there's Justin Kim. We have this thing where we always catch each other like doing stupid stuff or like being really clumsy. There were like five different instances where I think I was helping on stage with something, and then I kept seeing him like trip over the same wire, and it was on the same day too. So like we have like this weird just thing where we see each other mess up all the time or like fall over or be clumsy. That's really fun. I feel like there's a lot more, but I can't think of them. Oh, there's another one during we have like that time before service starts and like praise team practices. Teacher Daniel, he stood on top of the speakers, the lower ones, and then he started practicing from there. It was during a service too on a Sunday, not on a Saturday, so that was pretty fun to watch. Ask me on another day when I remember stuff. But good question.
Those were good ones. Thanks for sharing those. And great questions. Let's see if maybe one last question here. Anybody? Um, yeah, I totally know what you mean about there's like those people, or you've had those moments where there's someone, or like maybe at a retreat where someone sees you do something embarrassing multiple times. I've had that happen either with strangers or sometimes it's people I know. When it's strangers, it's kind of worse because then it's like you're so self conscious. You're like you can't even talk to them about it. If it's a friend, then you
I
could.
think it's easier though. Like
Well,
when
because
it's
if it's a
when
friend, it,
someone
it's like you could say like you could laugh about it together. Like you could kind of have that release.
mm,
You know.
I think with someone you don't know, they see you once and then they leave. You never see them again, which is good. But with people you do know, like they remember in their mind, so it's like, oh, that's adding to my what's it called? I don't know, just adding to it, adding more to the clumsiness that you've seen and witnessed.
I guess
That's how I see
maybe I'm not so clumsy. Maybe that's why. You know, because
it.
if I happen to have someone see me do two things that's clumsy or embarrassing, then that's pretty abnormal. But when it does happen, then I'm like extra
Mm,
embarrassed. So maybe I'm not as clumsy as you. That's possible.
I think you're right. I'm
Yeah.
pretty clumsy.
My sister's really clumsy as well, actually. She hurts herself all the time.
Oh, yeah, same.
Okay, well, it looks like the producers are saying that was it on the questions, Kristen. Any final words that you want to give to the viewers today?
Final words. School wise, do your homework because I need to listen to myself too. It's easy because school's online and the deadlines are kind of more flexible, but still try your best because this is something God's told you to do. That's our mission field, and that's where He's directed us to spend our time. So, um, especially speaking, like as like a senior, I know that when I was in my other grades, I didn't work as well as I should have, but that's my advice to you now at whatever age you're at. That and my other one is, I guess, church wise, like faith wise, get into connection with God. Like it's understandable. I think a lot of us have kind of struggled in our faith or struggled to remain connected to church people, or I don't know, whatever level you see it at. But I would push you to not dwindle your time, serve, or go contact people, go read the Bible with people, go pray. Yeah, because we're young, we are young. I am young, but knowing as a senior now, and I look back, like, I'm really thankful, but at the same time, like, I wish I did more. So that's my encouragement and push for you guys today. But also don't look back and like regret. It's all, God planned, and it's good anyways.
Awesome. Amen. Thanks. Thank you so much, Kristen. Thanks for coming out today. I know it's not easy, and you had to deal with our driver and all that. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate that. Let's all say thank you to the or like viewers say thank you to Kristen. And Kristen, why don't you wave wave to the audience? All right, let's give a round of applause for Kristen. All right. Okay, guys, so we're nearing the end of our show for today. And before we end, as always, we want to do a little giveaway here. We want to do our DoorDash giveaway. And so we've been doing these. If you have already won one, though, recently or during the show, then I would say you'll be ineligible for now, because we want to make sure that I'm not, we're not just awarding the same people all the time. And so we're going to see. We're going to do our best here. We're going to... Producers, are you guys ready to do the giveaway thing? Okay, they're saying yes. All right, so what the giveaway is, guys, is you'll be able to tell me your boba order, and in some cases, I'll let you know, because it depends on the place that you've chosen. For the most part, I'll be able to let you know if you could usually order like the thing that you really do want to order, and then like one of the cheaper drinks, kind of like a more plain drink. You'll be able to get 2 drinks actually for the price of 1, basically, but it doesn't always work. I will tell you. Anyway, so producers, you guys ready? Okay, they're saying yes. All right, producers, here we go. Let's get that drum roll going. All right, our first, well, should be our only winner for today. It is. Who do we got, producers? All right, we have a James. Wow, a James Park. You have won yourself a DoorDash giveaway today. And so congratulations to James. Congratulations. Let's clap it up, guys. Yes, good job, James. Okay, and so James, just go ahead and message me if you're still there. I think he actually left a little while ago, the producer said, just a few minutes ago. And so we'll have to get in contact with James to let him know that he won for stopping in today. And do your best, though. When you do join, depending, like, if you just come at the very top and then we don't hear from you the whole show, then you may not be able to win. But he stayed for the most of the show, so he will win today. Yeah, thanks for coming out to the show, guys. We had, I think, our record viewership today. I believe producers are telling me we had about 16, 17 people here today, and so that's wonderful, really good. Hoping for it to keep growing. You could share this with your friends, even like your non-Christian friends. I don't know if they're gonna really want to watch it. They might. Just try it. Just be like, dude, my church makes an amazing talk show. You should watch it. And so yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for coming. God bless you. Let's keep our eyes fixed on Christ today. Do your best to be in the Word of God. Be praying. Even if you're going from 0, you don't pray and you haven't been reading the Bible, start somewhere. Even if it seems so little, just get it started and keep building that up and up and up. And then before you know it, you'll have a habit of reading the Bible and praying. Okay? All right, let's hear some last words from our dog announcer. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming to the show today. It's been a splendid time. here at the show. It's our third episode, and you know, when I was approached to do the announcing for the show by Pastor Paul, I wasn't quite sure what kind of show it was going to be, and if we were going to get cancelled in our first week or not. And so we weren't, and here we are, third week in a row. And so thank you so much for being here today, and thank you so much to all my fans who really enjoy to see me. I'm a bit shy, but I really appreciate you guys. Okay, everybody. God bless you. Peace.